What's up, RC fam? Yankee RC here, and we are about to get into a new video. So you can see what I have here on my left here. We're going to be opening up the Mini Maxx. So once again, this is an item that I got a long time ago. I didn't get it when it first came out, but I did get it more than a few months ago, and I just haven't had the chance to pop it open, to get to rock out with it. So here we are today, and we're going to rock out with the Mini Maxx. So let's get this box cracked open. Let's see, one of the funny things I always say about anybody who's doing an unboxing of an RC car is that when you guess which side to open, see if you can open up the right side. I would say most of us who do this type of thing, we get it wrong and we have to flip the box around, but let's see. And I chose the end with the controller, which I guess that's good. Yep, and I chose the end with the front of the car. So I'm going to call that a win this time. You know what? I forgot the Mini. I was wondering, as I'm pulling this out, I wondered like why the box still has weight to it. The Mini Maxx actually comes with a battery and a charger. Okay guys, you can see right here that I went with the blue Mini Maxx. So let's get this. Well, first let's see. This is what comes in the box, like I said. So you have this USB-C charger, which I probably will not be using. You have a, I think this is a 2S battery. Let's see. Yeah, you have this small 2S battery. And you have the instruction manual, along with a few tools and some adjustments for the shocks. And all of my cars that I own, I think except for maybe like the first two, I don't open this. Who needs instructions? Just get out there and have a good time. So the body clips are underneath here. Okay. So this really is a small battery. Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't have anything this small. So, just to be clear, this is not going to be like an official unboxing. I'm not doing that. There's so many of the Mini Maxx out there. So many unboxings of the Mini Maxx out there. It's not even, I don't think, beneficial. But you can see this comes with the this comes with the BLS 2S system, the updated ESC, along with the Traxxas proprietary motor. Now, one of the things that Traxxas is doing now that I will say that I'm not a huge fan of, I do understand why they're doing it, but I'm not a huge fan of, is that they now use these exclusive connectors for their 2S system, which means you can only throw a Traxxas motor in with a Traxxas ESC. As someone who's built more than my fair share of Tamiya kits, because of where I'm located, I started to use, and actually the price, I started to use the Titan motors from Traxxas in my Tamiya kits. But now I'm not going to be able to do that going forward, because they're replacing all the Titan motors with this BL2S, which forces me to use this ESC, which is not it doesn't work a lot of times with those kits like that. But anyway, I digress. So here we go. So like I said, so that's the Titan motor, that's the BL2S motor with the with the ESC. This is actually a plastic gear servo. I guess for this particular size car it's okay, but I will definitely be upgrading that. And one of the other things to note is that you can actually feel there is a different compound, and some people have said this before. The back tires and the front tires are actually two different part numbers. So you need to be aware of that when you do it. The shocks right here, I'm going to be upgrading the shocks to the GTR shocks. And let's see. So, what else can we go over on this before I take it outside? You can see a nice clean bottom here. Classic Maxx style. If you have an X Max or an XRT or a Maxx, you'll be real familiar with this style of underbody for the Traxxas. Once again, and I guess to the same point, you'll be real familiar with these shock towers, which are straight off of the Maxx. You know, I should say straight off the Maxx, but are really similar to the Maxx and the X Max and the XRT. So let's do a size comparison of the Mini Maxx to some different cars. Okay, so there you go. that is the Mini Maxx, and that was just a little quick running video of me out there running with the Mini Maxx. One of the things that I try to do, and you saw in the video, is that I ran my Mini Maxx most of the time. I ran it in grass. Not a lot of I didn't do a lot of gravel or dirt, only because I didn't just want to have to worry about cleaning it up too much. But I ran it in grass, and the reason that I ran it in grass is because I figured that's where most of us are going to be running the Mini Maxx, in some short grass, some dirt, some gravel, things, light gravel, loose dirt, I should say. And that's what I wanted to give you guys the demo on. I did run it on some pavement, or in a parking lot, just to give you guys an idea of how fast it is. I did not have a GPS on it, but just based off of what I've seen online, it probably reached around 20, 25 miles an hour. Probably, a little more than 25 miles an hour on the pavement. And in the grass, it probably reached around 20, maybe 25, I guess, would be stretching it. So I would say around 20 miles an hour. My thoughts on the Mini Maxx is that on 2S, this is a really, really good car. Good basher. It can do almost anything that you want it to do. You can do some backflips with it. I don't think you'll be able to do any front flips with it on 2S, but you could do some backflips with it. And on 2S, this is a great car out of the box. For your $250, I think you get a really, really good car. With that being said, knowing what how I like to drive, I like to have all of my cars to be able to push that 40 plus mile an hour range. Not looking to do 50 plus, 60 plus, but 40 plus is the sweet spot for me. So I will be upgrading the Mini Maxx in a future video. But all in all, great car. If you could get your hands on one, which it should be relatively easy, $250. I think Traxxas really has a great little mini basher here. And if you can get your hands on one, if you want to get, you have someone who wants to get into the hobby, maybe you have a son or a daughter and you want, they're interested in going out bashing with you, this is a great option and will allow them to go almost any place you can go with your larger RCs. But with that being said, this is Yankee RC. Get out there and break something.